Right, okay, this was a rant that's been brewing for a while. I started watching this show called Bridezillas. It's on this network that I've never heard of before. It's called the We Network. It's basically like a wedding station, you know, it does weddings and engagements and all, you know, all the girly stuff. Some of the shows are okay. They have this one called Put a Ring on It. That's Beyonce's fault. It, like, helps guys propose to their girlfriends in, like, different ways. I watched a clip of one on the internet and I started crying because it was so cute. And then they have another one called Platinum Weddings, which is, like, $100,000 weddings. My God! They might as well have, like, a precursor to the show to be like, you'll never afford one of these. But I landed on this show, Bridezillas. My God. I hate the world. I sometimes I just don't know how you guys put up with us. We're crazy. Ladies, you gotta admit, I know I'm super crazy in my own way, but I never get drama crazy, you know. This show, Bridezillas, it's just, oh no. I mean, I try not to act like Kanye West. I'm not the voice of my generation. I'm just a very observant person. And I see things that work for other people, but like, I can't fathom why this would work for me. That's basically what all this rant is about. Don't worry, guys. These are young women, you know, 23, 24, 25, getting married to guys that are their age. I personally just don't see how you can become a we at this age, you know? All I gotta worry about right now is putting the money in my pocket, you know, making my own damn money. Shit. In a perfect world, I would just marry a professional baseball player. But I see these women on Bridezillas, and they are some of the most selfish people I have ever seen on TV. And I'm an only child. I know what it is to be selfish. I was spoiled rotten. This show perfectly defines the phrase, to each his own. Because I don't understand how these guys are still willing to marry these ladies after they've seen these displays of just horrible selfishness. When like a little bit of stress comes their way, it's like, oh my God, the world is gonna end. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to say, oh, if that was my woman, I would never marry her. It just gives me questions floating around in my head. Some of these women are like, well, he has to do everything I say. No, that's just not how I operate. And a lot of these ladies force their husbands to be into marriage, giving them ultimatums so they can propose. That just doesn't sit with me. I'd want my husband to marry me because he loves me, not because I made him. I'm seeing these women just being horrible bitches and somebody wants to marry them, you know? That just is a disconnect in my head. I don't know. I see a lot of women on this show, they feel like that their man has completed them. I don't like thinking that I need a guy in my life to be complete. I picture if a boyfriend were to come into my life right now, it'd be like in a video game, like, you know, when you talk to somebody randomly and they give you an item, you know, like an extra bonus, like, hey, I wasn't asking for this, but here it is. For me, anyway. I don't know what it is for you guys. It could be different, and that's fine too. I just see this shit going on, and it just blows my mind. What doesn't blow my mind in this world? There is this one girl on the show. She ordered a vanilla cake but wanted chocolate like 2 days before the wedding. So she screeched at this woman that was with the cake shop. She was like, I want my chocolate cake! And slammed her hand into the sample cake. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that there are people out there that act like this. So mean-spirited and selfish. You know, in a marriage, it's two people. Oh my God, I spit so far. You have to give and take. You can't be selfish or else it's never gonna work. What's the point of putting it on the air? You know they're doomed. And I'm not bitter about relationships. I'm not. There's no reason to be bitter just because I haven't found my guy yet. And that's what, like, Sex and the City is teaching ladies. Well, you don't have a guy? Pfft, nothing. I don't mean to have such an emotional reaction to them, but I can't help it. Sharing your life with somebody, that's a wonderful thing. But to freak out because your flowers aren't set upright, ay, nothing left to say. This redefines the phrase different strokes for different folks. The way my strokes go, it's a different river course. What is this with the metaphors tonight? I don't know. I'm out of here. See you later, bitches.